Hello everybody, today I'm going to give you an informal walkthrough of an application that I developed called ClearGlass. And ClearGlass is basically a Windows optimizer and debloater, and it has some tweaks that will allow you to kind of take Windows back and make it yours. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to open up your web browser of choice. So I'm just waiting for this to load, and then you want to go to clearglass.tech. When you go to clearglass.tech, if you go to download now, it'll bring you to the latest release. Currently we're on version 2.0. So you download and you might get this warning. I noticed it shows up on Edge, but it hasn't shown up on like Brave or Chrome or anything. But if you get that, you just click the dots and you click keep. This is just because I haven't signed the application yet. It says publishers unknown, and you want to hit keep anyway. And then you want to close out of that. Go into your downloads, click ClearGlass Setup, and it will run the installer. Hit yes. So for here, there might be a part where you might have to hit like show more information, and it will say like don't run in the bottom right, and then when you hit show more it'll say run anyway. You might run into that, and then you open up the application ClearGlass. Yes. So there are already a ton of applications and scripts that pretty much essentially do what this application does. But I just wanted like a one-click solution that I can run on any computer that I have and not have to worry about keeping up with different apps, different scripts, etc. The thing that separates this from a lot of them is a lot of them have to be run on like a brand new system. With ClearGlass, you can run it on a system you've been using for years, months, days, hours, weeks, etc. So I like it because you can just kind of put these settings and like tweaks on a computer you've already used and not have to worry about losing data. Okay, so before we start, I should have mentioned this. The first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that your computer's up to date. What you can do is you can just type in /update, check for updates, install any updates. Okay, so as you can see when the application is loaded, we have all of these toggles right here. And that's because the ClearGlass theme changes the taskbar. So like if you prefer it on the left or the center, like you can just click all of these and toggle it to your choosing. You have these main buttons right here, and then you have these buttons below it. So this is the core of ClearGlass. But we're going to explore this last because ClearGlass applies some settings that will do what some of the tweaks options are, and I just want to show you what those are before running the complete application. So here's the auto login button. I set this up as personal preference. It makes it so you don't have to enter your password or your PIN when signing into Windows 11, and that's cool because you only have to do it once, and now if you restart your computer, power it on, you don't have to worry anymore. It'll just log you right in. Keep apps. So basically, there's a Windows debloater, and it's going to get rid of all the bloatware on your computer. If there are some applications that you want to keep, like if you're using a laptop and you have like MSI Center, Razor Synapse, Armory Crate, etc., you can come here and you can like search for it, or you can scroll down the list and click a check. As you can see, the applications that are going to be kept are already checked, and if you hit apply changes, it's going to protect that app from being removed during the bloatware removal, but it's only going to do it for this instance. So if you close ClearGlass and you run it again, you're going to have to do the same thing if you want to keep the app. One thing to note too is if it is like a software that's kind of dependent on your computer, like Armory Crate or like Razor Synapse or something, it's going to have a pop-up show up anyway when you're uninstalling it, and you're going to have to confirm if you want to uninstall, so I wouldn't worry too much about it, but it is better to be safe than sorry. So there's that. And now we have our tweaks. And the first tweak is to remove OneDrive, which you see right here. And if you click that and you just click yes, OneDrive is now removed. While it's removing it, this will search for OneDrive however you have it on your computer, and it will remove it in an appropriate method. Sign out a Microsoft account. So this opens your user accounts. I did this in case you just wanted more control of like the accounts on your computer. Like you can change your account name type. You can manage another account. So if you have like other users, a guest user, etc. But if you come here to make changes to my account on my PC, right here where it says sign in with a Microsoft account, this will let you sign out and turn your Microsoft account into a local account. So if you sign into Windows 11 and they made you like create a Microsoft account in order to use your computer, this option right here will make it so you can sign out and just not have to worry about that anymore. This is just a tweak to open the Windows settings. This is the classic control panel. A lot of people prefer this over like navigating whatever it is Windows 11 has now. So I just made a quick shortcut to that. Disable search suggestions. So this is like with like Bing. So if you open up like this search box or something and you type in like tacos, it'll show you like a bunch of web results. Or if you're like trying to find like an app, with this, if you disable it, now if you type in like tacos or something, nothing's gonna pop up. So you won't have it just like searching the internet, and it'll be much easier to find like applications and stuff that you're looking for. Windows image backup. This is built into Windows. It allows you to create an image, so you can always go back and restore that. I personally like to use this, but it is outdated, and there's other tools like Macri and Reflect that do a better job of this, but it's nice to have here because it's free. Registry editor, if you want to make tweaks into the registry. Disable privacy permissions. So if you go into privacy, you see how all of these are checked to on. Now if we disable the permissions, so these last two, I can't get them to toggle to off, but you can literally just do it like that. But I just wanted to toggle as many things off as I can, just so Windows isn't tracking everything that you do. Like accessing your language list, showing results, by tracking app launches and stuff like that. So I just disabled the important things. This next tweak is pretty cool. Enable end task and taskbar. So if like, say like you open File Explorer and you right click, you only have like close window and stuff. If you hit enable end task, this tweak now adds, hold on, that might have been a bad example. So now there's an end task button here, and that's cool because now you don't have to open up like Task Manager hitting like Control Alt Delete. So if a program's ever giving you trouble, you can literally just right click it on the taskbar and end the task. Setting this PC as default. So if you notice back in File Explorer, you have Home. In this PC is what shows like all your hard drives. This is like the classic view that most people are probably used to. So if you click set this as default, this is going to get rid of the Home and the Galleries view, and it's going to set it to the default thing. So every time you open an Explorer tab, it's going to go straight to this PC, which I prefer. Restoring the classic context menu. So this is another thing that I wanted to show you, because if you right click, you see how it just shows like view, there's all these things, but then down here there's show more options, and you have like the old classic view that most people might be used to. This is going to restore that. So if you click this and now you right click, it just shows you everything. The reason I wanted to show you these tweaks is because if you run clear glass, this is going to happen by default when you're removing bloatware. So I just wanted to show you, because with Clear Glass, I have multiple options in case you didn't want to run the full program. So I wanted to show you all the tweaks in case you just wanted to like disable like telemetry, or if you wanted to disable recall, remove Copilot, etc. I wanted to give you the option to also have some sort of tweaks while doing that and not having to just fully run an application. So the next thing I want to show you is the recommended add-ons. These are the most privacy-focused web browsers right now. There's LibreWolf, which is more Firefox, and then there's Brave browser, which is a Chromium-based web browser, and basically it's just whatever one you prefer. I like to have both personally. And then you have Revo Uninstaller Pro. So this application has an uninstaller, and it works just like Revo. I'm going to be honest, it's a little slower than Revo, but it does work just the same. But I would prefer to use Revo right now, so I kept it in the recommended add-ons while I'm still working out everything for the uninstall applications feature. But this does work if you don't want to use Revo. But for recommended add-ons, if you hit download bundle, it's going to ask you which web browser you prefer. So if you do prefer Firefox, you can use LibreWolf. If you prefer Chrome, you can use Brave, or you could download both. For the sake of this, I'm just going to download Brave. And what this is going to do is let you pick your web browser, and then any other application that's in here, it's going to download that as well. But you see how these all have download buttons? If you want to just download like a single thing, you can just come here and click like the single app. You don't always have to download the bundle. And another cool thing is if an application has an update like Brave browser, you can come here and click download, and it will just update your application for you. So that's pretty nice. Okay, everything's downloaded. So now we have the main functions of Clear Glass. This is just going to apply the Clear Glass theme to everything. And Windows optimization has two options here. So you're going to do things like disabling telemetry, data collection, optimizing visual effects, setting things to manual, adjusting power settings, configuring privacy settings, etc. And then you have the bloatware removal. So if you just wanted to do one or the other, you can click these buttons here. If you wanted to do the full system optimization, you would click it would run the optimization first and then remove bloatware. So you can do like any option here, or click this and it will run both of those. Now run Clear Glass is going to run all these optimizations and then apply the theme at the end. Okay, so we're just going to run Clear Glass and go through the whole thing. So it's going to tell you what it's doing, basically what I just said, and then you click yes. It's going to create a restore point. Okay, it's been optimized. Now for the debloating. So for here, one thing to note is a lot of computers, like if you buy a pre-built or a laptop from like Best Buy or something, they'll come with either McAfee or Norton. So what I did was I made it so Clear Glass searches for every single version of Norton or McAfee, like the Web Advisor, Norton 360, everything, and it will remove them from your computer for you. And I also did that so it searches for like Microsoft OneNote, I think it's called, and Microsoft 365. I forget what they're actually called, but pretty much those are like the clickable install buttons for all the Microsoft apps. I have it so it searches for that and removes them, so you don't have to worry about having those on your computer as well. And you just want to hit OK. Okay, now the bloatware is removed. And it applies a nice clean theme for you. I personally like it, but I know some people might want to like show their icon, so I put the toggle. Some people like their taskbar centered. I like mine to the left. You have like your search, task view, anything like that, but I thought it'd be nice to give you the option. Like I said, I just like that you can hit run clear glass and it will do everything for you, but I still want to give the users options to do whatever they want and make their computer theirs. Now if we go to the start menu, LinkedIn, you can just uninstall that. There's like no way to get rid of that. It's just baked in everything. And you go to all applications, you'll notice that we just have like nothing now. And that's because it removed all of the bloat. It's recommended to do a restart after running clear glass, but that's basically it. And then your computer's yours. You don't have to worry about Microsoft, spying on your every move or filling your computer with bloat. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and I hope this helps you enjoy clear glass.